Okay, YouTube Automators, this video is an exciting one. This is one that I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to massively, which is how to hire your team. You now have your assembly line set up. You got everything in Trello, and literally it's just sitting there waiting for people to jump on task and start creating your videos. Now, what we're going to be talking about in this video is how to actually hire a team. So we're going to be breaking down, number one, where to find your ideal team members. I'm actually going to literally be walking you through with someone who's been on my team for the past few years who literally does pretty much most of the hiring for everyone on our team. Like literally, so I'm trusting, I'm going to be showing you guys how we hire with our team. Like how I trust my company that's valued between $15 to $30 million, how I trust our hires, and we're going to be going through the exact same process for you to where you know where to put up job posts and how to make sure to find the right talent. So we're literally going to be walking you guys through that entire process, as well as how to make sure you don't just get a lot of people that reach out, but you get qualified people that are really talented and are ready to go a lot quicker than most people who they literally have to spend 2 months training their team. No, I want your team being ready a few days in where they literally already understand the concept, they go through the training that we're going to be giving them, and they fully are ready to start producing videos for you. So like I said, here's how this video is going to work. It is me and Noah Lenz, who has been on my team for a super long time. I've actually brought his name up a few times in the YTA Masterclass, I believe, and I definitely brought him up inside of the YTA Method training that you guys watched at the very beginning of the YTA Masterclass. But he's someone that I massively trust, and he does a fantastic job when it comes to finding the right talent. So when I asked him, I said, listen, I can try to figure this out on my own and show people how to hire people because I've done it in the past, or we can take you who's really, really good at this, and we can have you just break down. Literally, we'll hop on a Zoom call, and we'll kind of just like talk together, and we'll literally have you go online and literally go through a job post. So what I want you guys doing is open up something called onlinejobs.ph. It's going to be the site that we're going to be using in order to find our talent and hire people. And I want you guys going through this with me and Noah when we literally walk through the process and Noah's sitting down and going through how to post your job post. I want you guys to post your job post with us. So I want you guys to literally go through the process and follow along. That way you're literally doing everything that we are saying, because there's a lot of strategy behind making sure you find the right people to join your team. That way you don't just have a team, but you have a viral quality team. So with all that being said, let's hop over to my laptop and let's hang out with Noah for a little bit.
So today we're going to be using a tool called onlinejobs.ph, and basically all the resources you need to hire are below. So basically you're going to go with and create an account with onlinejobs.ph. It's about $100 a month. You can cancel it after you get your people hired. And then what you're going to do, you're going to fill up your job post. They're all below. So say you want to hire a thumbnail creator. You just copy and paste the thumbnail post, throw it up, and then you hire someone. You want a video editor. There's a post below, and you'll post that. So in this video today, we're going to be hiring a video editor. So once you're in onlinejobs.ph, you're going to type in video editor in job title or whatever, whoever you're hiring for. Then we're going to start with a part-time role. And then if they're good, we can move them up to full-time, especially as we scale. So I have the video editor post right here.
And by the way, guys, it's the exact same process for every single person that you're going to be hiring. Really, the main thing that changes, obviously, the job title and then the job description. Well, like Noah said, we have all the descriptions listed below. That way, you literally can just copy and paste and plug and play. And the only thing is we might have a couple things where you just need to kind of fill in the blanks in the job post that we're going to be giving you guys. We're giving you guys all the job posts and all the job descriptions that you're going to be putting in to hire each and every single different person to join your YTA team. So keep going, Noah.
Exactly. So there are a few fill in the blanks here in this job post, and they all look like this. Okay, so you're basically going to want to find all the fill in the blanks and replace them. So I'm just going to go through this and from the top and find all the fill in the blanks. So this is a video editing post, so it lists all the skills important to a video editor. And then here where it says send me an email at this email address. So there's a few ways you can do this. Number one, we use a service when we are doing our hiring called Help Scout. And what you can do with Help Scout is it's a shared inbox. So basically you're able to go through and really quickly write notes about applicants, filter them in and out. It can also be used for customer support. So this is what we use. But when you're just starting out, I would honestly recommend that you just create a Gmail account just for this applicant. And you just list that email address there. So in this case, you would just want to list that email address that you're hiring at. So for this example, I will just list an old email address that we had.
The reason you would use Help Scout, Noah, is if you don't want to give away your personal email address. That kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, that's one benefit. You could alternatively just create a separate Gmail account. Really the benefits of using Help Scout is it's really easy to filter applicants, write notes about them, especially if you are intending that, or like if it's a job post that a lot of people might be applying for. It could be easier to filter candidates that way. If it's more of a niche job post, you don't really need a complicated software like that. And especially if you're just starting out, you don't really. So I honestly would recommend just creating a separate Gmail account. So you want them to have a subject line of something unique. So in this case, you could say like, I'm the best video editor you will ever meet, or something like that. You can really use whatever, but you want it to be something unique. And here's the reason why. If they don't include that in their subject line, you can just archive that email right away. You aren't even going to look at it because you know they aren't able to follow instructions. So you're gonna then replace your name. So I will say Noah Lenz. Here on wage/salary, you're going to want to indicate how much you're paying. So this is a part-time video editor role. A video editor could be full-time about $700-ish, give or take a few $100s. It really depends how much you want to pay up front. So here for this example, we'll just say $350 because it's a 20-hour job. Okay. Here on ID proof, you want to list this as the lowest possible number. Don't even worry about why, just list it as the lowest possible number. This is going to be the email address you just set up specifically for this job, and then this will just be your name. Type in your name. Job skills. This is by far the most important part of a post because this is how people are actually going to find your post. So for this, we're hiring a video editor. So that would probably fall under graphics and multimedia. And you would say video editing. You can go and choose secondary skills, but for this example, we'll just do video editing. You'll click post a job and the post is now live. And this is what people will see when they're applying for the job, and you'll start to get applicants rolling in.
So literally, that's like he just like explained it perfectly. That's the process you're going to follow for each and every single hire you're going to be making. So if you have 4 components of your assembly line, 4 things that you need people to do, so you need 4 different team members, you would literally just post a job post, just like Noah did, using the scripts that we give you below, and do one for each individual part of your assembly line. So say there's 4 of them, you'd have 4 job posts up there, and they'd all be going to the one exact same one email. And obviously, unless you use Help Scout, you're organizing it. Most likely, when you guys are first starting out, it's going to go to your personal email. They're all going to be coming in, and you're literally going to have people reaching out to you that want to work for you and want to join your team, that are talented, that are good, and that are ready to start to get to work.
Exactly. So once you post that, within minutes, you're going to start getting emails. So hits, this is how many people have actually viewed the job post. And the applicants, this is how many people have applied through onlinejobs.ph. But it's very important to understand that we actually ask them to email us, not apply through onlinejobs.ph. So all these people who on previous applications who applied for onlinejobs.ph should really be automatically disqualified because they can't follow simple instructions. So when they were on your team, it could become even more of an issue. So if anyone applies through onlinejobs.ph, just they go right into the trash. That's how it works with us, all right? So with
obviously unless they apply on onlinejobs.ph and email you, and then I'd have to respect that because they're just trying to hit you up as much as possible.
Yeah, persistence, yeah. When I used to do the hiring myself, I would have people who would email or who would message me on LinkedIn. And I would really respect the persistence. They would message me on LinkedIn, apply for onlinejobs.ph, email. And a couple of those people are on our team today. So you'll probably start getting responses within about 10, 15 minutes, depending on the local time in the Philippines. I normally wait, when I did the hiring, I would normally wait about 1 to 2 days before I would start seriously going through the applicants. I might take a peek every now and then. But I would normally wait about 1 to 2 days, and then I would just kind of go through them and then mark it as inactive at that point. And just go through all the candidates I had. So once you find a candidate who you think would be really good, you'll probably go back and forth with them a couple times. And we have all the emails in our swipe of basically what the back and forth is going to look like. So you're basically asking them questions. It doesn't really need to be any relevant questions. Frankly, it can just be, random personal questions. The biggest thing you're trying to do here is see what their response time looks like. You're going to try and see if they get back to you. Maybe you don't get back to them for a few days. You see if they follow up with you. So really, this is more of a personal assessment more than anything. And if they seem like a good fit after that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to reach out to them, and you're going to want to send them this email. And this is basically asking them to do a test task. So a test task, you're going to pay them about 10% of what their monthly salary would be. So in this case, $35. And you're going to basically ask them to do what you're going to be hiring them to do long term. So in this case, you would send them the assets needed to edit the video. So you would reach out to maybe 3 or 4 people, all ask them to do the same test task. And whoever you think did the best job, you would send them this final email. Congrats, we are excited to perform you. You're perfect for job title. You would send them this final email right here, which would actually grant them the job. So whoever does the best job at the test task, and a couple people are probably just going to not even respond to you about the test task, whatever. So the few people who do the test task, you're going to see who did the best job, and you're going to, whoever did the best job, whoever you think would personally be the best fit, send them the congratulatory email.
And another thing you want to do as well, because we're going to be, once again, giving you guys all the scripts below of what to say in the job description. But one of the things we're going to add in all of them is we're going to ask people to send you samples of their work. So the email you receive when people are reaching out to you wanting to join, they're also going to be showing you guys, like say it's a video editor for this example, they're also going to be sending some of the videos they've edited in the past. And you can even just off the bat, just see the ones that you personally like the most, you personally feel like are the most talented, and that personally feel like they understand your niche the absolute most as well. And another thing we're also going to throw in here is where we're going to actually put a link in there to another, like say for a video editor, to another video in your niche and say, this is what the job's going to look like. That way they also already understand the type of videos that they're going to be editing and can send you videos they've done that are similar to that. That way you make sure you're not just hiring someone that responds quickly and is like a good human being, because you do want that, but at the same time, you also want talented people. You're going to be able to see their talent beforehand, and they're also going to, if they're reaching out, they're literally going to be saying, listen, I saw the video that's something similar to your niche. I know I can create videos like that. So we're going to make sure all that's taken care of for you. And then once that happens, you're going to follow exactly kind of what Noah said, do exactly what he said. We're going to put all the resources below. You're going to send an email and say, congrats, you're a part of the team, which is a really, really exciting moment, because now that has them literally on your team, a part of your YTA team. And they're going to be a part of the journey of creating viral videos consistently. And they're going to be the people that are creating assets for you every single day that pay you money.
Exactly. So that is actually part of the application the way it is. And we'll be sure to add in a link to basically your niche, saying this is what the work you're going to be completing will look like. Because ideally, actually, you want to get as few applicants as possible, because it's easier to sort through people that way. Yeah. So here we say, please include links to as many examples of your work as possible, and a disc test. So this really gives you an understanding of their personality. And below, we're also going to have a video from Dave on our team, who's really an expert at the disc test. And she's going to be going over basically what the disc test means and how to tell based on a few different jobs, a thumbnail person, a video editor, whatever, if it would be good based on their results, because this tells a ton actually. So this is a vital thing we use while we're hiring as well.
And that's a really, really good thing to understand too. And Noah said a really good point right there. Is your goal isn't to get a ton of applicants. That's not the goal. Your goal isn't to get hundreds of people to reach out. Your goal is to get a handful of people to reach out to you that are qualified, because you're not trying to hire 10 people off the bat. You're trying to hire that one right person. So you're going to be wanting to do things. Noah's being very strategic about this, and this is why we get good people on our team, because we're qualifying them beforehand. We're kind of getting through all of the hiccups and making sure we find talented people and people that are easy to work with and people that are on this mission with us, and that's why we get good people. So your goal is to get a lot of people. Your goal is to get that one qualified person, and that starts with making sure you qualify people and you narrow it down to just a small handful of people, and then you pick the one that you personally feel is best for the job. Okay, guys, so Noah just went ahead and laid everything out for you. And don't forget, we have all the resources below. So what you're going to do, if you need to watch this a few times, then go ahead and watch this a few times over. And I recommend that you do this with us. You literally go through this video again and go and put your job post up on onlinejobs.ph and literally watch it and follow every single step the exact same way, as well as using the resources that we're going to put below. Then Noah will also just show you how to use Rocket Lawyer, and also we're going to be putting templates below for you guys to use for the legal side of things, in order for once you do hire them, you make sure that you have everything mapped out and set in stone legally. So by now, guys, if you go through that and follow what was said and use the resources below, you will have people reaching out to you in order to want to become a part of your team. What we're going to be talking about in the next video is how to get them to work together seamlessly, the different softwares you can use, the different online sites that you can use in order to make sure they're working efficiently, they're working together, and they are getting the job done. And don't forget, you are just one video away.